Qué bonito está porque tiene espejo, hace ver como que continúa para allá.
Please don't use that. That's been
Well,
stupid
hopefully,
chair.
yes. I'm hoping people will sit up.
Con mucho amor para todos los Bahá'ís de El Salvador y de Santa Ana, desde aquí, desde Los Ángeles. Estamos mandando un abrazo muy fuerte para allá y mucha alegría de tener comunicación con ustedes. Mi nombre es Sergio Rivera, para los que no me conocen, para todos los que me conocen, muchos saludos por allá y estoy contento de comunicarme con ustedes. Voy a presentar a mi esposa Gloria. ¿Me quieres decir una palabra?
Más quería mandarles un saludo y que estoy muy contento de que este video vaya para allá y sepan cómo está la fe acá también.
También quería expresar algo más. Estamos muy contentos también porque es el día 11 de noviembre. Estamos celebrando el nacimiento de nuestro amado Bahá'u'lláh. Así que estamos muy contentos. Además estoy muy contento también porque ahora encontramos a nuestro amigo Carlos Valdés y contentísimo. Después de mucho tiempo de no vernos, ahora lo encontramos y me alegra mucho y estamos muy contentos realmente. Pasen este día de celebración.
Compañero Baha'i de acá de Los Ángeles, envío un saludo a los Baha'i de El Salvador y especialmente a Santa Ana. Bueno, la alegría acá en este lugar es muy notoria y un envío un saludo especial para Ana Gladys y Carlos Rotana.
Muy buenas noches a todos los hermanos Baha'i de El Salvador. En este día que nos encontramos celebrando el nacimiento del Baha, una celebración muy especial para nosotros. Desde acá, con amor, con mucho cariño, saludos a todos, esperando vernos muy pronto y pues que este día también ustedes se encuentren gozando como nosotros y saludos a todos hasta El Salvador. Y ahí nuestro camarógrafo va a pasar para que vean cómo estamos preparando el banquete para la celebración de Santiago Rodríguez. Eso es lindo. La que foto aquí. El mensaje.
Buenas noches, mi nombre es Santiago y quiero saludar a todos los Bahá'ís de Santa Ana y de El Salvador, en especial a los Babís de Santa Ana, a Ricardo, a Gladys, Juan Flores, a Orlando Contreras, a Jaime y a todos. Espero verlos muy pronto y espero que estén gozando de buena salud espiritual. Hasta luego. No hay problema. ¿Sabes lo que digo?
Are these scratches like curly too? That would be curly too.
¿Cómo ves el auditorio también?
Thy name is my healing, oh my God, and remembrance of thee is my remedy. Nearness to thee is my hope, and love for thee is my companion. Thy mercy to me is my healing and my succor in both this world and the world to come. Thou verily art the all-bountiful, the all-knowing, the all-wise.
ای عاشق روی بها، توجه به ملکوت غیب جبروت کن و بگو ای حالی ابرار، ای واقف اسرار، ای مونس اخیار، جانم به فدایم. ای دلبر دلجو، ای سرور خوشخو، ای گلرخ محروم، جانم به فدایم. حاجت تو بدانی هرچند نهانی، در هر دم و آنی جانم به فدایم.
Oh Dios, refresca y alegra mi espíritu, purifica mi corazón, ilumina mis poderes, dejo todos mis asuntos en tus manos. Tú eres mi guía y mi refugio, ya no estaré triste ni afligido, seré un ser feliz y alegre, oh Dios. Ya no estaré lleno de ansiedad, ni dejaré que las aflicciones me fatiguen, ni que me absorban las cosas desagradables de la vida. Oh Dios, tú eres más amigo mío que yo lo soy de mí mismo. A ti me consagro, oh Señor.
Thank you very much, and I'd like to invite Mrs. Ruye Mullins, who's going to chant the prayer unity duet.
lands of thine, sheltered beneath thy providence, cast thy glance of favor upon us, give light to our eyes, hearing to our ears, understanding and love to our hearts. Render our souls joyous and happy through the glad tidings, O Lord. Point out us the pathway of thy kingdom, and resuscitate all of us through the breaths of thy Holy Spirit. Bestow upon us everlasting light, and confer upon us never-ending honor. Unify mankind, humor the world of humanity. May we all follow thy pathway, long for thy good pleasure, and seek the mysteries of thy kingdom. Unite us and connect our hearts with thine indissoluble bond. Every thought giver, thou art the kind one, and thou art the Almighty.
Thank you very much. And now, I would like to invite all the children to come onto the stage, and we are going to have some storytelling for you guys. I'd like to introduce also Mrs. Farah Ramchandani. She's a Baha'i from Iran, living in LA. And she is going to be telling a story.
That had more problems than any other country. The parents of this child were holy and grand before his throne, and sat down while the entire court bowed in all respect. Some guard then entered, leading a lead, and waited for the king's command. Guess what the king ordered? You can imagine. He ordered for the thief to be headed. Immediately, an executioner came forward and obeyed the king's command. Blood in the form of red fluid started to gush out of the puppet's mouth. News was then brought that the citizens of one of the states of his kingdom had rebelled and arisen against the king. As soon as he heard this disturbing news, the king ordered the soldiers to go out at once and put an end to this uprising. The soldier went out, and from behind the curtain, the sound of guns was heard, showing that the king's command was being carried out. The show ended. Remember a play that was done here last year. Now listen, children. Listen, otherwise I will not make this wonderful announcement for you. Real quiet. Good, good. Give yourself a nice pat for doing such a nice job. That's great. Well, do you remember in the book of Watt, there was a play.
Well, where's the clown? Where is it? Hey!
Low five, sideways five, over your head five, behind your back five. All right, cool. I got a question for you. How many would like person games tonight on a special night? Yeah? Terrific. I'll tell you what then. Let's all go up to the back to the lobby, okay? Y'all ready? All right, cool. Hi. Hi, everybody.
Great. Thank you very much. Thanks to Mrs. Farah. Thank you very much. Wonderful story. I think I'm going to take her home so that she can tell me some stories at home. And Cowabunga dudes. As you notice, we want this to be a very happy occasion.
How many are really, really strong? How many are really, really strong? Let's see, this is a muscle, this is a muscle. Okay, I'll tell you. Now everybody, if you're listening to what you need to do, I don't want anybody to go underneath. Nobody go underneath the parachute, okay? Let's see how well you do this. When I count to 3, I want you to lift the parachute all the way up over your heads. 1, 2, 3, and up. That was pretty good. One more time. Here we go, man. Up, down. Oh, I don't know. You think so? How many, and this is a pretty big word, how many know what imagination is? What's imagination? Let's see, how many know what imagination is? What's imagination? You know? Something you think of. Who else? What's imagination? What? Yeah, you. You forgot it. What? Last chance, imagination. What? You forgot to. Oh no, amnesia.
Mirza Hussein Ali of Noor. At first, the Mujtahid had expressed his surprise that the son of a vizier should be so privileged, but on remembering their distant kinship, he had ascribed the privilege to this fact.
During a visit to Yalrud, when Mirza Hussein Ali was sitting in the company of Sheikh Muhammad Taqi and other scholars and divines, he was asked to resolve a question they had been unable to answer to the Mujahid's satisfaction. The problem was this: an Islamic tradition states that Fatima is the best of the women of this world, but for the one born of Mary. But since Mary had no daughter, what did this conundrum mean? Baha'u'llah replied that the initial statement emphasized the impossibility of its alternative, since there could be no other woman comparable to Fatima. It was like saying that a certain monarch is the greatest of the kings of the world.
And I just want to remind you that at the end of the program, we are going to have some music in the hall. So I guess we're all looking forward to it. And I was just wondering if Raphael is going to accept the faith after this. Raphael is the Ninja Turtle again. So it's going to crusade for the faith. Anyways, I would like to invite Mr. Mohi Sobhani, who is going to be showing some views graphs, I suppose, that's the way you say it, about the house of Baha'u'llah, where Baha'u'llah was born. This is a very, very special places that he's going to be showing. Mr. Sobhani is a Baha'i from the community, and he's also a member of the holiday committee. So please, Mr. Sobhani.
To show many places in Iran, the birthplace of Baha'u'llah is not long enough, but if I can manage this tune, it's a little bit. This shows a map of Iran in the 19th century. Shiraz in the south, Tehran in the north, where Baha'u'llah was born, and Mazandaran, where he grew up and taught.
Do you want to turn this mic off really quick?
Have enough chair. I'm sorry. No. You come with my. That's okay. I will get it. But I'll be on the way. So, and these are all mixed up now. They're not. Sorry, we are not organized here on this issue. At the time in the 19th century, the King of Persia was Fath Ali Shah. You can take that one. Fath Ali Shah, who made Baha'u'llah's father to be the Wazir of Nur, and gave the title of Mirza Buzurg. He loved calligraphy, he loved art, and as you could see his clothing and jewelry that he had a lot of taste. And once he was inquiring about the fantastic calligraphy by Mir Ahmad 300 years ago, he inquired about it, and through his son found that Baha'u'llah's father, Mirza Buzurg Nuri, Mirza Abbas, his name, had a tremendous calligraphy. We have some sample of this calligraphy, but also the house of Baha'u'llah in Nur that Lorraine read the English translation بر درگه دوست چون رسی گو لبیک آنجا نه سلام دارد نه علیک این وادی عشق است نگه دار قدم این عرض مقدس است فتح علیک. It's written on the top portion of the door of the house in Takur, which was destroyed. but fortunately the calligraphy and this wood is saved by the Baha'is. At the time of Baha'u'llah, the king of Iran was Muhammad Shah. During the proclamation of the Bab in Shiraz, Muhammad Shah was the king of Iran. Baha'u'llah's father, Manager Khan Mu'tamid Dawleh, and Qaim Maqam Farahani were the ministers of Iran at this period. A year later, Mirza Abbasi, another Grand Vizier who was the tutor of the Shah and had tremendous power over him, became the Grand Vizier. And very negatively, he scrutinized to such a point that Qaim Maqam, with all his tremendous knowledge and management of Iran, was put to death. Baha'u'llah's father was put in household. In other words, he was taken out of public service. And many things he did, including the banishment of the Bab from Shiraz to other towns, and the execution and the persecution of many Babis in Iran. Another view showing the summer place Thakur, where Baha'u'llah grew up during the summer. This shows its ancestral home and cross the street from that. The house of Baha'u'llah in Tehran is one of the most magnificent, most comfortable homes. In this area, in this very room where the arch is, Baha'u'llah was born. In this house, because in the 19th century they did not have electricity nor telephone, nothing, but the weather in Tehran would become very hot during the summer. They had ventilation in the old-fashioned way where the air would be captured by this conduit and be brought down to the basement where it would be cooled. The whole house would get cooled. This house had a magnificent bath connected to 7 other homes. Baha'u'llah's father was married to 4 wives he had and 3 concubines. This is in the 19th century Iran of that time. These houses were connected. Baha'u'llah's family, Mirza Buzurg family, Baha'u'llah's brothers and sisters were brought up in this house. The very room that Baha'u'llah was born is showing here in this view graph, which is a little bit backward, forward. So, the street that, take that one. The street to this house, coming to view to entrance of this house and interior of the house is shown in this picture. The location of this house is, there was a Shemrani, old Shemran gate, and Tehran at that time was very small. Roads were going to various places. Shah Abdul Azim, for example, was here in this location. So you could see the size of Tehran were surrounded by 7 gates and moats at that time. Another view graph, Baha'u'llah's ancestry, Mirza Abbas Nuri, his second wife, Khadija Khanum, and Baha'u'llah was the 3rd child from Khadija Khanum and Mirza Buzurg Nuri. Baha'u'llah's brother, Mirza Mehdi, who passed away early, Sarah Khanum, Mirza Musa, who stayed loyal to him all his life and vanished with Baha'u'llah throughout his life. Nisa Khanum was the other sister of Baha'u'llah. Baha'u'llah's ancestry came from one more chart, this one. The spread on us. ancestry came from the king Yazgir Sasani, the third king, the last king of the Sasani dynasty, about 1300 years ago in Iran. Yazgir was attacked by the Arab forces of Islam, and his kingdom was brought to end. His daughter was captured by the Arab army. She married the grandson of Muhammad. And this lineage, Baha'u'llah's lineage, is traced to that marriage of Shah Banu and Yazgir Sasani. And it shows that Mirza Reza Wahi, Mirza Abbas Nuri, and Baha'u'llah, and then we'll see Abdul Baha and the rest of the family. I think this they have seen, Baha'u'llah's family from Asiya Khanum that they read this evening, Abdul Baha, Mirza Mehdi, and Baha'i Khanum, Walid al-Ulya were born. This picture shows the father of Baha'u'llah, Mirza Abbas Nuri. I want to explain this very hat. This hat was not given to anybody except the minister to the court of the Shah. It was like an edict. Without that, they could not attend the court, and no one else could wear the hat. The robe that he's wearing also belonged to a minister that only ministers could wear. And so this being a photo, the calligraphy of Baha'u'llah's father, several calligraphy that I thought I could show you, one by Mishi Ghalan. This type of writing, whether in Persian and Arabic, is called calligraphy. And Baha'u'llah's father, and also Abdul Baha's handwriting, which will show a little bit later, that was fantastic. For those of you who don't know about Baha'u'llah and the Bab, the twin manifestation of the Baha'i era, given the name Ali Muhammad the Bab, his mission, prepare souls for the coming of him whom God would make manifest. Amadan man yazarullah. And Baha'u'llah's mission, which means the glory of God, given name was Mirza Hussain Ali, 1817 to 1892. The mission was unity of the planet. Now, few chart that is the kings of the rulers of the country opposed Baha'u'llah. This is Nasir-ud-Din Shah. Muhammad Shah passed away. His son became the king of the country. He opposed the Baha'i faith and executed the Bab. Two Babi youth attacked this very king, and unsuccessfully the many great martyrdom of many thousands of Babis took place in Tehran. And instead of escaping, Baha'u'llah rode on a carriage to this palace of the Shah, introduced himself almost. And he was amazed, the king, that what a courage this man had in a day that they would drag everyone. And that very thing happened to Baha'u'llah. He was on foot, taking his hat away. On foot, they walked him from this palace, which is in northern Tehran, approximately 5.5 miles to the Siacha. It's a long story. Baha'u'llah's brother-in-law was working at the Russian embassy, who interceded by seeing that justice be brought and Baha'u'llah is not executed. Baha'u'llah was thrown in this Siacha, which is just a picture and some steps to the Siacha. And Baha'u'llah says, we were first conducted along a pitch black corridor, from where we descended 3-step flights of stairs to the place of confinement assigned to us, the dungeon. was wrapped in thick darkness, and our fellow prisoners numbered nearly 150 souls, thieves, assassins, and highwaymen. Though crowded, it had no other outlet than the passage by which we entered this very hole, more or less. No pen can depict that place, nor any tongue describe its loathsome smell. Most of those men had neither clothes nor bedding to lie on. God alone knows what befell in that most foul-smelling and gloomy place. In this very dungeon, Baha'u'llah was not just left alone. A chain approximately 112 pounds were put on his neck. The trace of it lasted all his life. In this very dungeon, Baha'u'llah received his mission that he was the glory of God, that he would not be left without God's assistance, and he would bring the peace of mankind in its entirety. Baha'u'llah's son, a picture. These are, unfortunately, we don't have the childhood of Abdul Baha, his eldest son, his daughter. We don't have, and I have a written calligraphy, the Tablet of Mariner, in the handwriting of Abdul Baha. How beautiful, and without a scale or anything that they wrote in those days, but they were talented. Baha'u'llah was banished to Baghdad, and the last chart I'm going to read to you what he said about his administration. The world's equilibrium have been upset through the vibrating influence of this most great, this new world order. Mankind's ordered life had been revolutionized through the agency of this unique, this wondrous system, the like of which mortal eyes have never witnessed. Thank you so much.
Nice to have all this information available to us. I think we are one of the few religions in the world that we can actually have this information firsthand. And before we finish the program, I would like to invite again Mrs. Rui Mullins, and she's going to sing another prayer. Would you please?
Allahu Akbar. Oh God, oh God, unite the hearts of thy servants and reveal to them thy great purpose. May they follow thy commandments and abide in thy law. Help them, O God, in their endeavor, and grant them strength to serve thee. O God, leave them not to themselves, but guide their steps by the light of thy knowledge, and cheer their hearts by thy love. Verily, thou art their helper land, there, Lord.
Thanks again to Mrs. Mullins. And before we close with a prayer, it's Ningyan around here for a closing prayer in Chinese. She's coming. Well, before we close with a prayer, I would like to invite all of you to the celebration of the Day of the Covenant, which is going to be held at the Baha'i Center on November the 25th, which is Monday in a couple of weeks, more or less, at 7:30 p.m. at the Baha'i Center. The holiday committee is preparing a very nice program also for this occasion. And I would also like to remind you that we have set up 5 different tables outside with different refreshments. So you can go to any of the tables. This will avoid the crowding, hopefully. And I would also like to thank Mrs. Lily Hamidi for the arrangement of the flowers. She did a wonderful job, and we are very thankful for that. And also we'd like to invite you for Mr. Longo's orchestra, which is waiting for us outside to put some music in our lives. So now we're going to close with a prayer. Ningyan, please.
"怀有人心的天赋啊，透过你仁爱的芬芳来振奋人心，透过你辅导的光辉来使人眼睛明亮，透过你圣言的旋律来畅心悦耳，并在你洪恩所充塞的洞府中抚庇我的。
Thank you very much, friends, for coming. And again, I would like to remind you, on November the 25th, Mr. Habib Riazati will be with us speaking about Abdul Baha, the Day of the Covenant. Thank you very much.
Oiga, ¿y esa rola de la amarillita qué onda? ¿Adorno?
No, tiene que ser algo, tiene que tener su función. Media antena o algo así.
Es una antena.
Antena, ¿verdad? Una vez más, hermanos Baha'i, buenas noches a todos. Y ya estamos por irnos, ya bien comidos. Y bien de todo.
¿Cómo estuvo el pastel?
Sabrosísimo el pastel, sabrosísimo.
La música. Santiago fue el que más comió. Igual que el francés. ¿Qué es que sí?
¿Qué es? ¿En Inglaterra de qué es?
Sí, lo mismo francés. Aquí la más de Hay aire acondicionado aquí. Sí. Está funcionando el auto. Aire acondicionado. Auto. Sí. Directo.
و توتل به ملکوت پنهان کن و این مناجات بنما. ای دلبر یکتای من، آواره صحرایم و سرگشته وادی پیما. در رهت افتان و خیزان و سرمست پیمانه پیمان. افتاده‌ام، بیچاره‌ام، دلداده‌ام، شیداییم، سوداییم، رسواییم، ولی روی به سوی تو آرم و آرزوی کوی تو دارم. در هجرانم، پرحرمانم، سر و سامانم، به لطف و عنایتت شایانم. اسیرم، مجیر شو.
Where is thy power, O thou, in whose grasp lie the powers of heaven and earth? I ask thee, O Lord my God, by the splendors of the light of thy loving kindness and the billows of the ocean of thy knowledge and wisdom, and by thy word, wherewith thou hast swayed the peoples of thy dominion, to grant that I may be one of them that have observed thy bidding in thy book. And do thou ordain for me that which thou hast ordained for thy trusted ones. Them that
Can you hear me without a microphone? Yeah. A second. Yeah. Actually, tonight was supposed to be Paul Gonzalez and me playing the guitar, but unfortunately, Paul is not feeling well tonight and he's got the flu. So tonight, Abdul Baha'i is going to be my partner. And I'm sure we all know this song, so feel free to sing along. Look at me, follow me, be your Zion, Abdul Baha, Abdul Baha. Come on, everyone. Look at me, follow me, be your Zion, Abdul Baha, Abdul Baha. Praise you, Lord, follow me, be a Zion, Abdul Baha, Abdul Baha. Mírame, sígueme, sé como yo, Abdul Baha, Abdul Baha. Enseñar, enseñar, sé como yo, Abdul Baha, Abdul Baha, Abdul Baha, Abdul Baha. And now, actually, believe it or not, that's the first time I sang a Baha'i song in English. Give it a try in Spanish now. Now this is a Spanish song. La, da, 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 el sendero del valle y el de las montañas, el de tierra conocida y la que aún no se extraña, todos ellos convergen en el mismo lugar, todos ellos conducen hacia un mundo de paz. El hombre campesino y el de las ciudades, los que aún son niños y los de todas las edades, sin importar la raza, el color de la piel, como en una gran casa, todos juntos a la vez. La, 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 la,
Thank you, Mr. Ramiro Carranza. Beautiful song, beautiful guitar. Now we will have privilege to hear from Mr. Habib Riyazati about the life and the work of Abdul Baha. Mr. Riyazati, please.
Since I have been allocated only a few minutes, so I thought I share with you the essence that, if I may, I initialize it, that I did it. Sure, you can do that. So this is what he wrote. The servant of Abdul Baha, Mishkin Ghalam. Bende Abdul Baha, Mishkin Ghalam. And he sent some samples to Abdul Baha. Abdul Baha got so saddened that he said, forget it all. And Mishkin Ghalam went and begged, please, master. He said, well, it is under one condition. He said, what is the condition, master? He said, the condition is that you sign it in the same day that you will sign it in the time of the place of beauty, which was when they bowed the Baha, the servant of.
Thank you very much, Mr. Riyazati, for a very excellent, informative, beautiful speech. We appreciate that. That's great. Now, Mr. Akin Odulete will read for us the Day of the Covenant.
Hello, about dear friends. What I'm going to read is a little bit long, so bear with me. I'll do the best that I can. It is from the book Abdul Baha the Master by George Townsend. Christ taught that besides the fact that the virtues of children are due to weakness, and adults must learn to have these virtues through strength. A palsied arm cannot strike an angry blow, but the virtue of forbearance belongs to the one who can. To be no cause of grief to anyone, to be kind to all people, and to love them with pure spirit. Should opposition or injury happen to us, to bear it, and to be as kind as ever we can be, and through all to love the people. Should calamity exist in the greatest degree, to rejoice, for these things are the gifts and favors of God. To be silent concerning the faults of others, to pray for them and to help them through kindness to correct their faults. To look away, to look always at the good and not at the bad. If a man has 10 good qualities and 1 bad one, look at the 10 and forget the 1. If a man has 10 bad qualities and 1 good one, to look at the 1 and forget the 10. Never to allow ourselves to speak one unkind word about another, even though the other may be our enemy. To do all of our deeds in kindness, to sever hearts from ourselves, to sever our hearts from ourselves and from the world, to be humble, to be servants for each other, and to know what we are, and to know that we are less than anyone else, to be as the soul in many bodies. For the more we love each other, the nearer we shall be to God. But to know that our love, our unity, our obedience must not be by confession, but of reality. To act with caution.
Thank you very much, Mr. Abdullah. We have 2 sounds. Barbara, is Mr. Tompkins here? Okay. The first part of our music is by Castedero Tompkins. Please, welcome. Hello, my friends.
Hello.
This song is the Unity Prayer by Baha'i.
Oh my God, oh my God. and reveal to them thy great purpose. May they follow thy commandments and abide in thy law. Help them, O God, in their endeavors, and grant them strength to serve thee. Leave them not to themselves, but guide their steps by the light of thy knowledge, and cheer their hearts by thy love. Verily thou art the helper, and Lord.
Thank you, Mr. Tompkins. Now, Mr. Rahramani and Payam, with his beautiful playing piano, will have the poem of Ishq Manam Aslo. I love, oh love I. This is a beautiful poem which Abdul Baha likes that very much. We'll hear that now in Persian.
والای عشق منم از تو، ای عشق منم از تو، سرگشته و سودایی من در همه عالم، من در همه عالم مشهور به شیدایی، در نامه مجنونان
در نام مجنونان از نام من آوازند. زین پیش اگر بودم، زین پیش اگر بودم سردفتر دانایی، ای باد فروش من، ای باد فروش من، سرمایه جوش من. ای از تو خروش من، من نایم تو نایی. گر زندگیم خواهی گر زندگیم خواهی در من نفسی دردم آخر تو ظاهر تو و باطن تو مستور زهان عبدالبها
First, I have an announcement. The commemoration of the accession of Abdul Baha will be on the Thursday morning, November 28th, 12:30. It's Wednesday night. At Jamal and Kamal Unity Gathering at the Lagai's house. جلسه صعود حضرت عبدالبها در منزل جناب لغایی خواهد بود ساعت 12:30 نصف شب چهارشنبه. Whoever needs the address, I have it. I will give it later. It's the most.
In the valley, it will be in my house.
Okay, very good. Those wish to already. This is Rizai's house. Friends, we'll conclude our beautiful night with two precious parts. One is the moving picture of Abdul Baha, and the second would be the prayer by Abdul Baha. When we saw the picture, please everybody stand up and listen for the Abdul Baha's prayer. Thank you very much again to be here. It was very nice. I enjoyed myself very much. And I thank you, all the members of the holiday committee, which had such a beautiful program for us. Yeah. I personally enjoyed that very, very much. I hope everybody did that.
If everyone would come closer, you would naturally get a better view of the images on the screen. David, are you ready? Okay, can everyone take a seat and I'll switch the lights on. Wait a minute. Someone has disconnected one of the plugs. Oh, thank you.
الحمد لله 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 الحمد لله
Alhamdulillah, إكرامه شديدا. Alhamdulillah, أنعمته موصولا. Alhamdulillah, الكرم مشروعا. مجتبى مجتبى شبهه يستوي مجتبى مجتبى شمس حقيقة ترقي مجتبى مجتبى نسيم أنه يسفلي مجتبى مجتبى رجعوا استعوب أنه يسكن طاوي مجتبى مجتبى شمس وخبراء بل روض لو تبتعوا من جميع أنفاق إسراء مجتبى مجتبى قلوب تجمع بالسحاب مجتبى مجتبى تجلي حيلة البحر مجتبى مجتبى انجذابا تكمل أعلام مجتبى مجتبى تحيو جرتان مجتبى مجتبى ملكوت الأرض مجتوب ولا
You have just heard Personal Record 31539 made by the Columbia Graphophone Company of chanting by Abdul Baha in New York in 1912. The following is a translation of the three prayers.
Praise be to God that we are present in this radiant meeting and turn toward the kingdom of Abha. That which we behold is due to the grace and bounty of His blessed perfection. We are atoms, and He is the sun of reality. We are drops, and He is the greatest ocean. Though we are poor, yet the treasury of the kingdom is full of overflowing. Though we are weak, yet the confirmation of the Supreme Concord is abundant. Though we are helpless, yet our refuge and shelter is His Holiness, Baha'u'llah.
Praise be to God. His traces are evident. Praise be to God. His lights are radiated. Praise be to God. His ocean is full of waves. Praise be to God. His radiance is intense. Praise be to God. His bestowals are abundant. Praise be to God. His favors are manifest.
Glad tidings, glad tidings. The morn of guidance hath dawned.
Glad tidings, glad tidings. The sun of reality hath shone forth.
Glad tidings, glad tidings. The breeze of favor hath wafted.
Glad tidings, glad tidings. The raindrops of the cloud of bounty have showered.
Glad tidings, glad tidings. The sun of the supreme horizon hath radiated to all the world with boundless effulgence.
Glad tidings, glad tidings. The hearts are all in the utmost purity.
Glad tidings, glad tidings. It is the splendor of His Highness, Baha'i.
Glad tidings, glad tidings. Zion is dancing.
Glad tidings, glad tidings. The kingdom of God is full of exhilaration and commotion.